Chapter 64:20. As he said, he asked Duncan, "By the way, you just said that you would give them a paid leave of $200 a month. And pay half first. For more than 300 people. It will be more than $30,000 a month. And more than $60,000 for 2 months. You have to bear this money, right?" "Of course." Duncan said, "This money is not included in the down payment of $200,000. And I will bear it." When the other party heard this, he immediately smiled and said, "Then I have no other questions. You can sign the contract at any time." Duncan nodded and said, "By the way, when you give them a holiday, don't tell them that you have sold the factory." The man asked puzzledly, "Why? Don't you want them to know that you are the new boss here?" Duncan waved his hand and said, "I am a foreigner and I don't have any roots here. If they knew that you have sold the factory to me, they may not keep their promise. They may just take the basic salary I give them and run away." Then he said, "Just tell them that you are about to get an investment and will carry out a comprehensive upgrade here. So give them a paid holiday first. But for business confidentiality, this matter must not be known to any competitor. So they must work together to keep it secret. Otherwise, once there is a problem with your operation here, their work will be affected, and they will continue to be wary of your majesty, which will make it easier to keep the secret." Duncan felt that if Charlie sent everyone here, this place would not be discovered by the Warriors' Den. And the people here had to keep the secret. For him, who had been doing criminal investigations for decades, he knows if he hid people in such a remote place that was difficult to find even on a map, as long as he did not leave any clues on the way here, the Warriors' Den would probably have to conduct a carpet search to find this place. In such a small place, the population mobility is almost zero. The foreign population is almost zero, and the news is extremely closed. The possibility of being focused on is extremely low. And the possibility of leaking the news is also extremely low. If these hundreds of workers can also control their mouths and not tell others, then it will be more secure. Therefore, if we want to stop the work here, but we cannot let these workers get emotional, make trouble, or talk nonsense, then we should pay them a little salary and let them go home gratefully and wait for the work to resume. Moreover, the workers here work all year round except when they are sick. If they want to take a vacation, they will not get paid. If they take too much vacation, they may be fired by the boss. If they can be given paid vacation, to let them take a vacation at home. The only requirement is not to disclose the secret of paid vacation. And they will most likely comply. It only costs tens of thousands of dollars a month to turn them into the most loyal allies. Not only will they not dare to disturb us, but they will also keep the secret. This money is really worth it. In addition, the reason why Duncan agreed with the boss that if he didn't pay the balance in 2 months, the factory would be returned to him. And he only needed to return $100,000 because he was planning to stand up to the boss. Because he knew very well that once Charlie moved all the people out of there, he would naturally not want this place. And he would give it up directly no matter how much money he spent there. However, if he bought this place completely, and then suddenly left it empty one day and directly abandoned the factory worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, it would definitely cause a great shock in the local area. Maybe the news would leak out soon and attract unnecessary attention. Although he was definitely going to run away, it would be better to let the boss continue to take over after running away. In that way, the factory continued to operate and the boss did not change from beginning to end. And outsiders would not notice anything unusual. Therefore, the setting of such a clause was to make the boss a ready takeover man at any time, when he suddenly disappeared from the face of the earth. Although he was very surprised, he was more surprised because he could take back his factory and get $100,000 in compensation. Although he should return another $100,000 to him, he will disappear by then, so naturally this person can't ask him for it. For this boss, it's like getting $100,000 and picking up $100,000 for nothing. According to the terms, the boss needs to return $100,000. But he, the creditor, has disappeared. So in this way, the boss is equivalent to taking advantage of $100,000. At that time, while he gets the advantage, he must be a little bit worried. Afraid that this person will suddenly come back to him to ask for money. Or even afraid that he has an accident and his family will come to him to ask for money. Once he is dragged into this uneasy psychological state, he will definitely strictly abide by the secret and will not tell anyone about it. He made this ill-gotten wealth in silence. And these employees will know nothing at that time. They only will know that the boss wanted to attract investment and upgrade at first, but later the plan failed. However, the failure did not prevent everyone from getting their wages. They will just come back and work as before. It is impossible for them to know that this factory was used as a transit for the death squads of the Warriors' Den. By then, the factory will resume work. And everyone will pretend that what happened before never happened. The boss will also keep this secret. And no one will know that he used this place for other purposes and transferred thousands of assassins. Everything will be concealed smoothly. Duncan firmly believes that the person who understands crime best in the world is not the best criminal, but the best criminal police. Since Charlie asked him to handle this matter, he will naturally not let the Warriors' Den find any substantial clues.